All right, what I'm going to talk about is going to blow my mind because it's been blowing my mind. And I was going to do a video about this yesterday, but I had to gravitate. I had to really process what I just saw because it was still a shock. It was still just mind-blowing shock. And I might sound overreacting, but still, to me, this was just a shock. So I was on the Nintendo E Shop, just browsing, nothing special. Looking at maybe what game to get next or, just looking at what are some of the new things coming out because Nintendo Switch has just been killing it. I mean, yeah, the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, they're great consoles, but the Switch is still holding its own. And even though it's not graphically as beautiful as the Series X and PS5 or not as powerful, the Switch is taking the world by storm. And I don't see it slowing down. I mean, the games, even though they're not that pretty, most of the ports, they're technically, wow, it's just amazing what these developers could put on a Switch cartridge. But what I saw was I saw hentai on the Nintendo Switch. Okay, I saw hentai. I was like, what? This has to be a joke. This has to be a joke. But I was like, wait a minute. This is the official Nintendo E Shop, and they have hentai games. Okay, now Nintendo was known, like, at least for me, Nintendo is known as the family friendly console, the prude console, the console where if you as a parent don't want your kids to play violent video games, you would buy them a Nintendo console. Why? Because they don't have violent games. I mean, this has been all the way back to the Super Nintendo, as far back as I remember. The Super Nintendo with Mortal Kombat, the legendary Mortal Kombat, where the whole promotion, the whole marketing of the Genesis version of Mortal Kombat was the fact that they were adult oriented. They were for the cool kids, the more adults, teenagers. They had, realistic looking blood. They didn't censor anything. What you're getting is as authentic as the arcade version as possible. While on the Nintendo side, they changed their blood to like a grayish thing. They heavily censored. They removed all things related to death. I mean, they censored women. They, what else did they do? They trimmed down the fatalities. Yeah, like the fatalities were less gruesome. They pretty much removed as much violence and gore as possible. And they really focused on the visuals, making the game look and perform better than the Genesis version. And that is true. The Super Nintendo version is the better performing one and the better graphically one. But the Genesis version was the more authentic one because it did not remove the violence, the blood, and the gore from the arcade version. And this has always been the case with Nintendo because over the years, they have stuck to that mantra of being the family-friendly consoles. I mean, while Sony and Microsoft were really pushing the envelopes with adult games and adult content, Nintendo has always been more conservative, focusing on more games that perform technically and while not pushing the graphical envelope, always been very pretty looking games. They've been good looking and very well graphically made games, as well as the technical aspect. But we've been slowly seeing a trend. I mean, I think it was started with the Wii, with the original Wii, where we got Call of Duty. We got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops. This was like, for me, like the first blow, like, wow, like Nintendo might be embracing more, hardcore gaming. And then with the Wii U, we saw, a little bit more. And we saw Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Ghosts. A big AAA franchise that was more adult oriented. But now, I mean, holy crap, we have full blown hentai in the title. Okay? Hentai. Now, for the people that don't know what hentai is, let me just go right now. So I just typed in dictionary.com and I Googled the word hentai. So for people who don't know this, hentai is classified as a subgenre of Japanese manga, anime, computer games, etc. that is categorized by explicit sexual themes and imagery, more so focusing more on the pornography side, focusing on nudity, sexual acts, sexual imagery, and such and such. So we have full blown hentai on the Nintendo Switch. Now, I did have to do an age verification, but honestly, like, this is very easy to bypass, unless you're physically in your Switch on Nintendo Store and you don't have parental control, which you obviously should, if you're a parent, because you don't want your kids spending your credit card money. But I mean, full-blown hentai. So the game here is Hentai Uni, which is short for Hentai University, I assume. And this is the description that it has. It's very vague and it's very brief. And it says, Hentai Uni, a puzzle game that can be played with one hand. Oh my god, I can't believe they put that in there. A puzzle game that can be played with one hand. Wow. 4 girls and 12 beautifully drawn scenes will cheer you up and help you relax. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it will help you relax. Wow, yep. Oh yeah, these images were very relaxing. Over 60 exciting levels. Oh my god. Obviously, this game is rated M for mature, 17 plus. You have to be an adult to buy this game. It's only $2.50 American dollars. That's like $2 euro or something. The images that they show are very tamed. Yeah, they're very tamed. So if this is classified as hentai, I'm assuming there's more provocative imagery that Nintendo's just not willing to show on their website. Obviously, you could play this on TV mode, tabletop mode, or handheld, which I'm pretty sure majority of people will be doing, playing this game in handheld, because they don't want people to know what they're playing. But, yeah, it's only 352 megabytes. Supported language, obviously, Japanese, French, German, Italian, Spanish, Korean, Dutch, Portuguese, Russian, simplified Chinese, and American English. Wow. Now, apparently this isn't the first hentai game that's on the Nintendo Switch. This is the first hentai game I've seen on the Nintendo Switch, and I wasn't even looking for it. Apparently this game just came out not too long ago, so it was in their recent section. But yeah, this isn't the first one. And there's another one called Hentai versus Evil. Like, what the hell? Hentai versus Evil. This was released last year. I mean, I know Nintendo has been fighting for hardcore gamers to come back on the Nintendo Switch. But, yeah, like, what the hell? Okay, Hentai vs. Evil is $9.99, so obviously it's not a puzzle game. This is a zombie killing, demon slaying game with naughty spice to it. Like, what the heck? Oh my god. Like, wow. I'm like laughing so hard I'm actually starting to cry because this is like hilariously funny. Obviously the heroes are provocative looking, anime style women. But oh my god, like, what the I mean, come on, Nintendo. Like, come on, really. This is like... Oh, wow. I know you want to bring back hardcore gamers, but hentai, really, of all things. Hentai. Oh god. So comment below. Let me hear your thoughts on what you think of Nintendo willing to add hentai titles to the Nintendo Switch. And yeah, as always, guys, have an awesome day.